Hey there and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw DJ Suki from Trolls. So we're going to start by drawing her facing forward. I'm going to draw the eyes first. Starting from the left, I'm going to draw a circle. Starting from the top, come around to the bottom, and then back up to the top. Let's draw the same thing on the right side, leaving a little space in the center. Starting from the top, coming down to the bottom, and then back up to the top. Let's draw in the iris and pupil. So we're going to pull them in towards the center. So we draw a slightly smaller circle in the left side here, starting from the inside edge, curve around, and then down towards the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right, working our way in the opposite direction, starting from the inside, going around, and then down towards the bottom. We're going to imagine that the light is coming down in this angle, so we're going to draw a little highlight on the top left side. So on the top here, draw a little circle, and we're going to tuck in the iris underneath. So we're going to draw a smaller circle than the iris, starting from the bottom of the highlight, working our way around, and then back up towards the top. We're going to color this in black. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the right side. So drawing that highlight circle first, and then tucking the iris in underneath. So at the bottom of the highlight, we'll work our way around, and then back up to the top. We'll color that in black. From this point, we want to draw in the nose. So just in between the eyes, just down here, we're going to draw like an oval, but with an open top. Starting from the left side, work our way around, and then back up to the top. From the side here, we're going to draw the nostril on the left. From that point, we're going to draw an oval sticking out towards the left, back in, and on the right, we'll do the same thing, curving back in. From the tops of the nose, we're going to curve up and in towards the center. Curve out on the right side as well. Now let's go ahead and layer the mouth underneath the nose. So from left to right, we're just going to draw a curve underneath the nose. Starting on the left, curve down towards the bottom, and back up towards the right. We're going to draw a little bracket on the end of the mouth. Just drawing a little curve on either side. Let's draw on the bottom of the mouth. So from this starting point, we're going to curve to the bottom of the mouth and back up to the top on the right. So curving down to the bottom, curve up towards the right. Let's layer in some teeth. So starting on the left, we're just going to draw a series of half circles, working our way across. Even-sized half circles, going across. Then we'll fit one more in here. We're going to draw the tongue at the bottom. So from left to right, we're just going to draw a curve going across like that for the tongue. From here, let's move up above the eyes and draw in some eyebrows. So I'm just going to draw two simple curves, one above the left eye and then one above the right. We're going to give her some nice little eyelashes. So from the left side of the left eye, we're going to angle up. We're going to come back in slightly and then go back out. We're going to take that top and then curve in towards the top of the eye. So curving to the top of the eye, we'll color the eyelash in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the end of the right side of the eye, we're going to go up in an angle. We're going to angle in. We're going to go back out. Now we're going to curve to the top of the eye and then color that in black. From here, let's go back up to the top center of the head, right about here. We're going to draw a little point. This is our starting point for the hair bangs that come down over the left side. So we're going to start at the center, curve over the left eye. Now we're going to round out the end of the hair bang, curving it around, and we're going to pull this back in towards that center point. So curving back in. We're going to do three of these. So we're going to just go back to the starting point, curve out towards the left, round it out, and then pull this back in. So pulling back in. And then we're going to do one more, going a little bit higher, going up, rounding at the end, and then just pulling this back in towards the center. From here, let's go ahead and draw on the outside edge of the head. So she's got sort of like an oval-shaped head. So we want to start from the center, going out to the right, and then out towards the left this way. So starting right here, beside the bang, we're going to curve in towards the chin, leaving a gap in the middle here. Go back to that center point, curve out towards the right, and pull that back in, again leaving a gap in the center. We're going to draw the neckline. So we want to overlap the head on top of the neck. So from this point, we move over to the left and just scoop down underneath the right side there. Let's add a few little freckles. So I'm just going to add a few little spots on the cheeks. From here, we're going to draw in the top hairline. So from the left, we're going to curve up behind the hair bangs and then come down on the right. So right here, we're going to curve up behind the hairband, continue in between, and then curve down on the right side. From this point, let's layer in the headphones in behind. So the little puffy pieces that stick out first. So just beside the hair, curve out, and then tuck that back in on the side of the head. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. Just lining up the tops, curving out, and then pulling that back in. Now we're going to draw the outside part of the headphone. So it's basically like a curve, but in the center there's a little point that sticks out. So just along this line, we're going to come down a bit, curve out. We're just going to draw a little point. Then we're going to pull that back in behind the headphone. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving out, do a little point, and curve and pull that in like that. We're going to add a little bit of detail. So these little flowers on the ends of these headphones. So we're going to start on the top edge here, curving in towards the point, and we do the reverse. We're going to go in the opposite direction, curving down. Go to the right side and do the same thing. So up here, we're going to curve in, and then we'll curve down. From here, let's draw on the top of the headphone, the little strap that goes across. So right here, where this puffy piece meets this side of the headphone, we're going to curve up and just follow that outside edge all the way around. So there's an even space all the way around to the bottom there. From here, we're going to add some hairlines. So along this edge, we're just going to pull a few curves going up. Just like that, just to show a little bit of hair detail. Now let's draw the big part of the hair. So the hair from this point to this point is going to curve up and then back down. Starting up here on the left, we're going to curve up in the middle and then pull this back down to right about there. From this point, let's continue these little hairlines. So along this top edge, I'm just going to pull a few curves going up. And they could be various lengths. They don't have to be the same length. We go up behind the hair bangs on the right side as well. Let's draw a little hairband. So at the top here, we're just going to draw a little curve. It goes across like that. Now for the top of the hair, we're going to draw the little hair pieces that stick out. So we're going to start with the center one first. So in the middle of the hairband, we're going to curve up and over towards the left. We're going to round out the top, just like we did with the hair bangs here. And we're going to pull this back in and kind of get a little bit narrower as we get towards that hairband. We're going to layer the hairbands behind the central one first. So on the left side, we're going to start up here, curving out towards the left, round it out, and then pull this back in. And we're just going to continue this. So along here, go out toward the left, round it out, and then pull that back in. We'll do one more. So right about here, draw a little short one. Coming out, rounding it out, and then pulling that back in. Let's go over to the right side. So up along here, go over towards the right. Round it out, and then pull that down. Up here, go out towards the right, round it out, and then pull that back in. We'll do one more right here, curve out towards the right, round it out, and then pull that back in. If you want, you can add one more in the center here, just to show a little bit of layering. Just curving it around like that. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the body. So I'm going to have her with the body sort of shifted this way. Her balance is going this way, so she's kicking out one of her hips. So on the side of her neck, on this side here, beside that neck point, we're going to move over towards the left. We're going to round it out, just up to the chest. Now the belly is basically like a circle. So we're going to start down here. We're going to round out the left side hip. On the right, we're going to curve it all the way down towards the hip because the body's turning this way. You can see that little pinch on this side. So on that point of the neck, we're going to move over to the right, rounding out and coming down to about the same height on both sides. We're going to draw a little neck collar detail. So from that point to that point, we're going to curve and trace out the collar area. Down around here, we're going to draw the edge of the top. So curving across, we're going to add a little detail. A curve like this. And then right where this pinch point is here, we're going to curve across just to get a little color separation. Let's get into the legs. So right in the middle here, we want to draw the lower torso line just to separate the legs. So right down here where this curve is, I'm going to draw a little curve like that. In the center of that curve, I'm going to curve down and over towards the right. Up here, this is where the outside part of the leg is going to be. We're going to curve down, making sure that these lines are at the same length. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the pant, like that. Now we're going to tuck the leg on the back side, on the left, behind this leg. So up here, we're going to step back, curve down to about the same height, and then tuck that in behind the front leg. Let's go ahead and just trace out the bottom edge of the pant. Just for a little detail. And then we want to add a little bit of patchwork in the pant. So right about here, we want to draw the pant line. So here's the top edge of the pant, just curving across. Now we want to draw a little patchwork. So right here on the left side, curving down, and we're just going to curve it back out towards the left. On this leg, there seems to be like a circle patch right there. Along the bottom edge of the pant, there's these little tassels. Starting on the left side, I'm just going to draw these little curves like that, almost like really long ovals. I'm just going to continue this all the way across the bottom edge of the pant. I'll wait till the end. We'll go to the right side and draw the same thing. Curving across like that. Let's draw on some feet. So I'm going to have this foot on the right pointing that way. This foot's going to be pointing towards the left. Starting with the heel side first, just at the edge of this leg, curve the bottom of the foot. Let's layer in some toes. So right here, I'm going to do a little overlap and draw almost like a backward C, curving across like that. Now we're going to layer in some toes. So beside this toe here at the bottom, we're going to draw one toe, just curving behind, two, and then three. At the top of this toe, I'm just going to curve over the toes, step back, and just curve up along that same curve of the side of the leg there. Let's draw the foot on the right side. So from the heel, we're going to curve across the bottom of the foot. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to draw a backward C, overlapping, and curve like that. We'll draw one toe tucked in behind, two, and we'll do three. At the top of the last toe, we're just going to curve over the toes. And see the side of the leg here, we're just going to continue this behind the tassels on top of the foot. Now for the arms, I'm going to have this arm on the hip. So we're going to start with the top side of the arm first. So from this point, where the head meets the body, we curve out and then down towards the right. We're going to curve this back in towards the hip. We're going to curve and just stop right about there. We're going to step back and just fold the hand in behind with a curve like that. Up here, we're going to draw a curve for the top of the forearm, and then halfway along that line, we're going to curve back in behind the body. Let's add some bracelets. Curve like that, and curve on top, and draw that twice. Give it two little bracelets across this way. On this side, I'm just going to have the arm hanging down this way, from the head to the body, right in that point there. Curve along the side of the body like this, round out the finger and pull it up. I'm going to step down and curve in behind the body of the thumb, and we're going to draw some more bracelets. Curving down, two, draw one more beside it. The final thing is a little belly button, so in the middle of the body, draw a circle, and we'll draw a tinier circle right in the middle for a little highlight, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's DJ Suki from Trolls. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.